It's interesting, my brother and I, we've been best friends for 38 years, but we are polar opposites. I mean, like, polar opposites. I talk all the time. He dislikes talking. I love people. He could do without them. Like, I mean, we are so opposite in our life. It's crazy, but we balance each other, right? So our whole life, we've gotten in these great, just tug of war arguments back and forth where he thinks this and I think this. And if you have a sibling, you know that, like, you can really throw down with a brother or sister, right? Like, you can get mad and say whatever you want. I mean, not whatever you want, but you can get real. And afterwards, the reality is if you're still blood, right? So you're not going anywhere. So my brother and I, we had it out. I mean, we talked politics. We talked religion. We talked marriage and parenting. We talked our relationship through the years. And what happened was, like, most all these views, like, if I had this political view, he had that political view. If I had this view on global economy, he had that view on it. And they were polar opposites. So we are arguing aggressively over this 40-hour trip. And at the end of it, the cool part was I realized, like, you know what? He's made some good points that I didn't see. And he realized, you know what? You've made some good points I haven't seen. But here was the hopeless part for me, guys. As we started talking about the political landscape in our country and the social, economic, global problems of our world, I began to realize that even if either of us were right, that solution didn't actually solve the problems in our world. Like, I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, or whatever it is. The views and the options that are given to us right now in our social landscape, they do not fix the problems that when you see them on your news feed or wherever you intake the information about the world, they do not solve those problems. In fact, they're only one-sided and they may make them worse. And so I kind of found myself somewhere between, like, Arizona and California, starting to feel like hopeless. And then I had a thought. And I don't know if I was slightly enlightened because I was just hours away from In-N-Out Burger, which could have put me in a different spiritual plane. You know what I mean? It was moved to, like, the fifth or sixth heaven. You know what I mean? But I had this thought, and when the thought came in, I didn't like the thought because it was too Sunday school. Right, you ever have a really simple idea and you're like, I don't know, I grew up in the church, I was a pastor's kid, and so for me, I have this kind of allergic reaction sometimes to, like, basic Sunday school type pat answers. And I was thinking, no solution given right now to humanity from all the talking points and the different political parties and this side and that side and whatever issue, none of them solve the issue. And I thought, but there is one thing, there could be a hope for all these issues, but I was like, too simple, not educated enough, too churchy, to Sunday school. And then I just kept driving because that's all I had to do and thinking about it. And I settled in on the solution. The only hope that we have in our country or any country on this globe right now to solve any of the problems that cause pain and suffering and things that make your soul feel disgusting on this earth, the only hope this world has is the only hope it's ever had, and it's the only hope it will ever have, and it's this. It's really Sunday school. It's real basic. It's not super deep. The only hope we have is this: Jesus.